gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Tabor College and the Tabor Gymnasium for tonight's basketball games. It's Spirit Night here at Tabor College, and on behalf of the athletic department and the alumni office, a special welcome to everyone. Tonight's KCAC regular season basketball game is between our guests, the Oklahoma Wesleyan University Eagles, and your Tabor College Blue Jays. At this time, we invite everyone to please stand as Ron Braun, Tabor College Vice President of Advancement, offers a pregame prayer of blessing.
Tabor College recognizes that injustice and hatred in the form of racism, oppression, and brokenness is a part of the reality of life for far too many people in our country and around the world. I invite all of us to join in a moment of silent unity as we seek to bring justice, healing, wholeness, and hope everywhere that it is needed. Please join me now in a moment of silence. Dear loving God, we praise you for the blessings of this day, for breath and life, for our health and strength, for our families and friends, for our schools, and for your love. Tonight we seek your blessing on this game, as each athlete plays their best, as coaches inspire excellence, as referees officiate, and as we as fans cheer our teams. Help each one of us to be winners in all of life because of your grace, and grant us safety for our return to homes later. In the name above all names, Christ the Lord, we pray. Amen.
Now please remain standing as Benjamin Winters, attorney for Martin Pringle in Wichita and nephew of Tabor College Associate Athletic Director Dr. Gerald Hunt, honors the United States with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, stay God's that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Ben. The Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in tonight's contest. Let's meet the teams. The Lady Eagles have a conference record of 12 wins and 7 losses, and an overall record of 18 wins and 9 losses. The Eagles are receiving votes in the most recent NAIA National Coaches Poll and are tied for second place in the KCAC standings. The Lady Blue Jays have a conference Attention Tabor students. During halftime of the men's game, we'll have a dizzy free throw shooting contest. You'll spend 10 times to shoot free throws for a chance to win a new TV. You can put your name in the jar that is located in the lobby or ask a cheerleader. 4 names will be drawn to participate. That's halftime of the men's game, the dizzy free throw contest. Jump balls upon the floor. Alternating possession belongs to the Eagles. That brings the first quarter of the Eagles to score on Wesleyan 17 and to the Counts 4. Who wants a hot dog? p.m. until the end of halftime of the men's game. Be sure and check out the blue light specials and other savings throughout the store. Also, don't miss the halftime entertainment. The Tabor College cheerleaders will be performing at halftime.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, where Oklahoma Wesleyan has gotten out to a huge lead over Tabor to start the game, 19-4. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it with 7:15 to go in the second period. It's Tabor basketball coming out of the timeout. Denniston gets doubled, tries to drive around Cattell in the left front court, and Patience Cattell gets called for a foul. Blocking foul on Cattell as she's trying to keep Denniston in front of her, but Cattell picks up her second personal foul. And team foul number 2 against Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tabor ball, Denniston from the right wing, skips a pass to Peterson on the left wing, drives to the top of the key, and hands it back off to Denniston, reverses it to Ediger in the right wing, tries to force a pass inside to Weedle on the right block. It gets tipped and knocked out of bounds and lasts off of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tabor to inbound with 19 on the shot clock, right baseline. Ediger looking, running out of time. She'll finally fire one up to Peterson at the top of the key for Tabor. Dribble handoff left wing to Denniston, knifes through the paint, pass off down to the left block to Weedle, goes up, gets her shot, or gets fouled rather on the shot put up that's up the bottom on the backboard, but she'll put up 2 free throws here for Tabor. As picking up the foul for Oklahoma Wesleyan, Sarah Short with her first personal foul. Team foul number 3 on the Eagles. To the line, Kristen Weedle, the 63% foul shooter, misses the first one long. Subs coming in for both teams, Kelsey Unruh for Tabor and Tiffany Rieger for Oklahoma Wesleyan. 19-4. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it over Tabor with 6:53 to go in the second period. Weedle at the line. Tabor is ice cold from the floor, and they are ice cold from the charity stripe as Weedle misses the second one, pinballing in and out, but Oklahoma Wesleyan drops the rebound out of bounds. Tabor gets the ball back. Tabor is yet to score in the second quarter. In fact, the Blue Jays are just 2 of 17 from the floor for 11% to start the game. Foul called away from the basketball as it's whistled on Oklahoma Wesleyan, and it goes on Danae Goodwin. That's her second. So bad news for the Eagles as one of their top scorers, Goodwin, picks up foul number 2, the 4th on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Chance for Tabor to get back into this game. Maybe from the foul line. Next foul by Oklahoma Wesleyan puts Tabor at the line. Denniston spins to the rim. Her floater from 5 banks too hard. Doesn't draw a rim, but Tabor with the rebound. 13 on the shot clock. Ediger standing at the midcourt logo. Dribbling left-handed. 7 on the shot clock. Ediger around a double pick. Set at the top of the key. Drives right. Passes under top of the key. High-low pass. Down low to Weedle. She'll score it at the buzzer. That banks it. Got the shot off just before the shot clock violation. That's a big bucket there for Tabor to end the big run by Oklahoma Wesleyan. 19-6, Oklahoma Wesleyan in the lead. 6 minutes to go, second period, just before halftime. Goodwin, knifes to the right elbow, hands it off to Bean at the top of the key, and she gets bumped into by Morgan Ediger on the foul. As the foul is the second on Tabor, and it is the first to go on Morgan Ediger. Inbounding Tiffany Rieger, right sideline. Lobs it to Merchant here, who's back into the lineup for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Goodwin top of the key, puts the ball behind her back, dribbles to the free throw line, fires a 15-footer and knocks it in from dead on. Goodwin knocks it home for Oklahoma Wesleyan. It is all Eagles to start. They lead it 21-6 over Tabor with 5:30 to go, second period. Ediger from the right wing lobs a pass down the right block to Weedle. That's her shot blocked from behind by Short. Oklahoma Wesleyan. The Eagles out and running, but Short gets called for a carry and a turnover call on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Mark Mulder, the head coach of the Eagles, not happy with all that dribbling by Sarah Short. She's a forward. He wanted her to pass it off much earlier. Tabor gets the ball back, but they trail big, 21-6. Still early in this one, first half action. 5:15 mark of the second period. Tabor ball, Denniston, right corner, fires the three, it's short. Rebound kicks right to Oklahoma Wesleyan, push pass ahead to Rieger, 2-on-2 break, she'll dribble in the left corner. Good transition D by the Blue Jays to make Oklahoma Wesleyan set up an offense, and Tabor gets the steal. Denniston with the steal, dribbling left to right, she'll score it with the right-handed layup. Good steal and score there by Taylor Denniston as Oklahoma Wesleyan inbounded the basketball. It just rolled down the left corner. There was some miscommunication and it rolls out of bounds. And that is a bad turnover by Oklahoma Wesleyan. Gives the ball right back to Tabor. An unforced error by the Eagles and a break for the Blue Jays. Tabor trails it by 13, 21-8 with 4:45 to go before halftime. Driving left side, Unruh takes one up with a left-handed scooper, gets bumped on the body. Shot is short, but she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Taking up the second personal foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan, it's Sarah Short. The 5th on Oklahoma Wesleyan, so for the remaining 4:41 before halftime, Tabor is going to be shooting free throws with each Oklahoma Wesleyan foul. Grace Pospical is in the lineup, the redshirt sophomore out of Plano, Texas, seeing her first action. The first free throw from Unruh soaks the bottom of the net. Sarah Adukovic back into the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup, the junior out of Douglas, Kansas, just south of Wichita. Second free throw by Unruh, it's long. 21-9. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it over Tabor with 4:30 to go, second period. Pospical with the basketball, top of the key. Crossover dribble with the right hand, dribble handoff to the right wing to Rieger, who dribbles to the left side and gives the ball up to the left wing. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the basketball, and they're working from right to left. They'll get it to Hadukovic on the right block. A runner from 10 middle of the paint by Pospical, banks in. What a runner there by Pospical as she drove to the left and got the shot to drop. Karina Kargas into the game as well for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Unruh a left elbow J from 17 and short. Rebound Oklahoma Wesleyan. Pospical brings the ball up the floor, gives off to Rieger on the right wing. Now skips a pass looking for Cards in the right corner. The ball's tipped out of bounds on the left sideline. It's last off of Tabor. Oklahoma Wesleyan keeps the ball with Cards inbounding. With 20 on the shot clock. Rieger with the basketball, drives into the lane. Her runner from 10 middle of the paint, knocks it down. Tiffany Rieger having a huge game for Oklahoma Wesleyan. She is the first scorer in the double figures with 10. 25-9, all Oklahoma Wesleyan over Tabor. With 3:30 to go in the second period, Ediger in motion, right wing three. Yes, that's a huge bucket for Morgan Ediger. First 3 on the game, knocked down by Tabor. They needed that one. Back to a 14-point Oklahoma Wesleyan lead. Rieger an answer from the top of the key. Her 3 is long. Fight for the rebound, and a foul called on Tabor as the Jays couldn't get the rebound. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the offensive board, and the foul is the second on, I beg your pardon. No, it is the second on Taylor Myers of Tabor. Third on the Blue Jays, so Myers, who just checked in the lineup, has to head out as Kristen Weedle heads back in, as well as Tristan Leisler for the Jays. Ball's worked to the right wing with Pospical. She'll bounce the pass to the high post to a cutting Rieger. Falls to the left corner, fadeaway jumper from 10 that rattles in. Tiffany Rieger with 12 leading the way for the Jays, and it is 27-11. Oklahoma Wesleyan over Tabor with 2:50 to go in the second period. Ball's worked to Leisler, right corner. Fires the pass to the top of the key to Denniston. And around the left wing to Ediger. Drives to her left. Double clutching scooper with the right hand. It's short. She hung in the air from 5, but Tabor with the rebound. Driving down the middle of Broadway. It's Denniston. Scooper pass to the left side going to Unruh, and the foul is called on a reach on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Karina Kargas gets whistled for the foul on the Eagles. Mary Hutchins set to check into the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup, but first, Tabor shooting a pair of free throws. is at the line for the Jays. It's Kelsey Hunter. Her first free throw is in. Hutchins now checks into the lineup for Cargus. 2:33 to go in the second period. Oklahoma Wesleyan 27, Tabor 12. Wesleyan led 17-4 after one. They have not trailed at all in this game. Unruh knocks down both free throws for Tabor. Tabor is now 3 out of 6 from the foul stripe. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan ball. Pospical brings the ball up the floor. We'll work the ball to Merchant in that left corner. Skips a pass. Top of the key as it goes to Hadukovic. Around Pospical on the right point. Swings over to the left wing. A three from Merchant. That's too long. Rebound tipped around and in the hands of Liedl, who leaps to make the rebound. Push pass ahead for Tabor. Edgar on the left wing. Underhand shovel pass to Denniston on the top of the key. And around here to the top of the key, Denniston kicks to the right corner to Peterson, who is wide open from the right corner. Didn't pull the trigger on the three. Edgar from the left wing skips a pass over to the defense, but it's picked off by Merchant and Oklahoma Wesleyan. But then Merchant gets whistled for a travel and a lucky break there for Tabor. Jays get the ball back with 1:50 to go in the second period. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it by 14, 27-13. But Eagles have led it the whole way here. They're in a 2-3 zone. It's Tabor basketball. I beg your pardon, Oklahoma Wesleyan in a 3-2 zone. Tabor with the basketball. Edgar, top of the key, three. She's left open. Just a hair short off the front rim. Rebound tipped around. And knocked out last up of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Fresh shot clock here for Tabor. 1:36 to go, second period. Edgar inbounding with the tape on her left hand after she sustained the left hand injury. Driving left side, Denniston works the ball back to Edgar. Top of the key, dribbles left side, dribble handoff on the wing. On the left side to Denniston, skips a pass to Peterson, who drives in, then throws the ball away. A steal by Oklahoma Wesleyan, but then Rieger falls down in transition. No foul is called as she got her feet tangled up with a J. Tabor back the other way. Peterson gets fouled. The foul goes on Cheyenne Bean, her first personal foul. Tabor's in the double bonus, headed to the line. Sammy Jo Peterson, a 5'7" freshman out of Cottonwood Falls, Kansas, a near 70% foul shooter. Big free throws here for Tabor. The first is in. Tabor's trailed the whole way here for most of the game by double figures. Trying to get back in this ball game. Peterson, second free throw, swing. Oklahoma Wesleyan 27, Tabor 15, 1:10 to go before halftime. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the basketball, working from her right to her left. Merchant in the left corner, bounces the pass up high to Rieger, fires a left wing three, it's airballed wide right. As Rieger was a little bit out of motion there and fired up a poor looking shot. Tabor gets the ball back. 50 seconds before halftime. Tabor with the basketball and a chance to get into single digits with a made three. Peterson from the right corner, knifes into the paint. Her runner out of control. Banks too hard off the backboard. Fight for the rebound. They're calling a jump ball. The arrow points in favor of Oklahoma Wesleyan. 38.3 seconds to go, second period. Oklahoma Wesleyan cannot take the final shot here. It's about 9 seconds separate shot and game clock. Merchant for Oklahoma Wesleyan right wing. Bounce pass up high here to Hutchins. She'll give it off to Rieger on the left point and reverses the ball to Bean in the left corner. Dashes on the baseline, scoops it up with the right hand, middle of the paint, banks it home. 29-15, Oklahoma Wesleyan over Tabor. Edgar from the right wing, a bounce pass to Leisler on the right block extended. 7 to go in the first half. Leisler, turnaround jumper for 5, soaks it from the right block. A big shot there from Leisler. Push pass ahead to Bean. She'll race it in the front court, lob the pass to Rieger. Shot at the buzzer from the left corner, off the backboard, not drawing rim. And that is how the first half comes to a close. All Oklahoma Wesleyan, the Eagles led it for the most part by double digits in that first half, as Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it 29-17 over the Tabor Blue Jays as we have reached halftime. This is halftime here on the Rocking M Media Network and the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference Network here on the Rocking M Network.
team would love your support next week.
KCAC Network by Rockingham Media. We are at the break as Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it over the Tabor Blue Jays 29-17 at halftime. I'm Jeremy Bone. Our studio engineer is Cody Blair. Oklahoma Wesleyan got up early and never relinquished the lead. After one, Oklahoma Wesleyan led 17-4 as Tabor could not find the ball to drop through the bottom of the net. Tabor actually outscored Oklahoma Wesleyan in the second 13-12, but the Jays still trail it by 12 here at the break. Going through the first half statistics for Oklahoma Wesleyan, they were 14 of 28 from the floor for 50%. They were 0 of 5 though from behind the arc, just 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. Tabor was 6 of 28 from the floor for just 21%. Jays could not hit a shot. Tabor was 1 of 10 though from behind the arc and 5 of 8 from the foul stripe for 62%. Rebounding in the ball game, Oklahoma Wesleyan owned the glass 23-14, a huge advantage there for the Eagles. Turnovers, Tabor won that battle. It was 9-7 in favor of the Tabor Blue Jays. Going through the individual statistics in the first half, Tiffany Rieger led all scoring. She had 12 points in the first half to pace away for Oklahoma Wesleyan. 6 of 12 from the floor. She had a rebound to go along with those points. 4 points for Dana Goodwin, and also 4 points for Mary Hutchins. Helped pace away for Oklahoma Wesleyan. The two leading scorers for Tabor, both with 4, were Taylor Deniston and Morgan Ediger. Both had 4 points for Tabor. So again, the score at the break, 29-17. Oklahoma Wesleyan is in the lead. So they are trying to remain tied for second place with Bethany and St. Mary. Coming into tonight's action, both Bethany and St. Mary play tonight in Lindsborg. That is a huge game. We'll update you on that score as scores come available here. As we start the second half, it's Tabor basketball. They're working from our right to our left as we view it here. Ediger receives a tipped pass in the left front court here for Tabor. They're dressed in the white and royal blue. Driving into the lane, Ediger gives the ball off to Peterson on the right wing. Bounce pass down low, goes all the way to Leisler. She'll have an easy right-handed layup. And Tabor starts out the scoring for the second half. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan ball now, working from our left to our right. Rieger's pass from the right wing, lobbed in too short. Her turnaround jumper from 5 is short of the front rim. Rebound tipped out and last off of Hutchins and Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tabor gets the ball back, trailing by 10, 29-19, with 9:20 to go, third period. Tabor has come out with a little bit more enthusiasm here. They'll get the ball to the top of the key with the basketball. Weedle works it to the left wing to Ediger. Ball reversal around the horn. Finds Weedle down low for an easy right-handed layup that banks in. Peterson the assist. And Tabor has started on a 4-0 quick spurt to start the second half. They trail by 8. With the basketball, Oklahoma Wesleyan. OKWU in the navy and red. Hutchins on the top of the key, swings it over to Goodwin, left corner, dashes on the baseline, drives all the way in. Her runner banks too hard. Tabor with the rebound. The Jays bring it in the front court. Oklahoma Wesleyan beats them back. So setting up the offense, Morgan Ediger. Deniston on the left wing feeds the ball down low to Weedle, who turns and scores it. That banks around and in. Sean Reed's message to Tabor at halftime, feed the post players, and that's what they've done. It's a 6-point game. Tabor has started this half on an 8-0 run. 29-23, Tabor trails by 6, but there goes Sarah Short, blowing by her defender into the lane, and has an easy right-handed layup at the 10. Tabor back with the basketball in the left front court. Ediger skips the ball to the top of the key. And around to Peterson on the left wing. Back to Morgan, top of the key. Ediger fires the pass off to the left wing to Deniston into the paint. Pitches off to Ediger, right wing. Skip pass to Peterson, left wing. To the top of the key, it goes to Weedle. 10 on the shot clock. Deniston right corner, dashing along the right baseline, circling the wagons, shovels the pass to the top of the key to Ediger. 2 on the shot clock. He's a 3 that hits the top of the shot clock, not drawing the rim, and that's a shot clock violation by Tabor. Great defense by Oklahoma Wesleyan. 31-23, Oklahoma Wesleyan in the lead on Tabor. Tabor started the period on an 8-0 run, but Oklahoma Wesleyan now has gotten a stop. The lob played all the way down underneath the bucket to Hutchins, who turns, rolls to her left, scores it with the left-handed hook shot. That banks in. Tabor wanted to walk, they didn't get one. It's Tabor ball. Here in the left front court, Weedle top of the key. Reverses the ball to Peterson on the right wing, finds Deniston coming around a screen at the top. Now the left corner to Ediger. She gets doubled. Going around a pair of Eagles, blows by into the lane, tries to pounce a pass off the left side. He gets, no, they call a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan. See, first, oh no, I beg your pardon. It is a kick ball on Oklahoma Wesleyan. No foul on the Eagles. Kick ball, they reset the shot clock. Tabor inbounds, left baseline to Peterson, wide open for a left-handed layup that kisses in. Back to an 8-point. Oklahoma Wesleyan lead, firing the pass down the sideline. Bean has her pass deflected and knocked out. It was last off of Tabor. Oklahoma Wesleyan keeps possession of the basketball. Is into the lineup for the Eagles, Sarah Hadukovic, who gets an easy right-handed layup. She muscles one up over the Tabor defense. Tabor basketball, they trail by 10, 35-25. 6:30 to go, third period. Deniston from the top of the key, a wraparound bounce pass is tipped by Oklahoma Wesleyan. Goodwin gets the steal, then Deniston coming around from behind gets called for a hack. Deniston picks up her second personal foul and the first on Tabor. Deniston a little slow, getting back into the backcourt. She'll replace the mouthpiece back into her mouth and punch over and play defense. Top of the key with the basketball, Cheyenne Bean swings it off to the right wing to Rieger. Lob pass down to Dunkovic on the right block, skips the left corner. Hutchins 3, yes! From the left perimeter, soaks the 3, and it's back to a 13-point Oklahoma Wesleyan lead over Tabor. 5:50 to go, third period. Deniston from the right wing lobs the ball all the way down to Unruh, who has an easy layup, who banks it in with the right-handed layup. And they call a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan. And one bucket there for Tabor. This puts Unruh to the line to make it a 10-point lead here for Oklahoma Wesleyan. That's the second personal foul against Sarah Hadunkovic. The free throw is in for Tabor and Unruh, and Sean Reed calls the timeout. With 5:52 to go in the third period, it is a 30-second timeout here on the KCAC network by Rockingham Media. We'll leave it here. Our score, Oklahoma Wesleyan 38, Tabor 28. As Tabor has picked up their intensity going into the second half. We'll now go through some scores from around the league. Friends and Sterling locked in a tight one, 39-37, Friends leads. McPherson all over Kansas Wesleyan, 33-21. Bethany dominating St. Mary, 42-31, the Swedes lead. Bethel dominated York. The Threshers got the win, 73-51. Also a final from Ottawa. The Braves got the win, 66-57. Here in Hillsboro, it's Oklahoma Wesleyan on top by 10 points with 5:40 to go in the third period. Rieger dribbles to the foul line, extended right side, gives it off to the right elbow to Goodwin. Rieger on a start and stop move. Pull up J from 15, right elbow, yes! Tiffany Rieger with her first points of the second half. She leads the scoring with 14. She came in averaging 15 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the KCAC. Tabor basketball working from her right to her left. Right elbow, Peterson moves the ball over to the left side. Ediger from the left corner. Punches over with the basketball, takes a screen, splits a double team, drives left, and into the cup, banks it home and one! She got hit from behind the and one bucket, drops in. This is a late foul is called. Ediger got hit from behind, banked it in with the right-handed layup. And she'll go to the line for the old school three-point play. The foul is called on Sarah Hadukovic, her third and the second on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ediger to the line. She missed the last 10 or so games with a hand injury or free throws too strong. 40-30. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it by 10, and Hutchins gets fouled on the right block extended. The senior out of Forest Grove, Oregon, draws the foul. It's the first personal foul on Kelsey Unruh of Tabor and the second on the Jays here in the third period. Oklahoma Wesleyan ball is driving into the paint. The teardrop from 5, middle of the lane, fading away to her left. Rieger, it's off wide right. Tabor with the rebound. Jays have the basketball and a chance to get back to single digits. Amber Bonham in the lineup. Feeds the pass down low to Unruh, left block, who muscles it up over Hutchins for a left-handed layup. 40-32, Tabor back to within 8 of Oklahoma Wesleyan. 4:30 to go third period. Tabor gets a steal. Bonham with the steal and run out. It's a 2-on-4 break. No numbers for the Blue Jays. Bonham works the ball to Ediger. Top the key. Skips the pass to Denniston in the left corner. Takes a screen. Sets her feet. Left wing three. Yes! From the left wing. Taylor Denniston hits the three. And then Amber Bonham gets called on a reach 90 feet away from the bucket. She was just a little bit too aggressive. Not a good foul on Tabor. It's their third, the first on Bonham. But it's a 5-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. This is the closest that Tabor has been since the first quarter. 40-35, Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then Amber Bonham just plows right through a screen set by Patience Gattal. That is the second on Bonham. She's picked up 2 quick fouls and the fourth on Tabor. Tristan Leisler and Sammy Jo Peterson return to the Tabor lineup. Oklahoma Wesleyan to inbound from the right baseline. Rieger looking, finds Goodwin on the right wing. Works the ball to the top of the key here to Hutchins. Dribbles left, spins around into the lane, 10 feet away. Up and under move to her left and banks in. The Euro step move there by Mary Hutchins. Great footwork by the senior out of Forest Grove, Oregon. Tabor with the ball, trailing by a touchdown, 42-35. As driving into the paint is Peterson, and she gets fouled on a reach by Oklahoma Wesleyan. The third on the Eagles. Second against Cheyenne B. Brianna Merchant coming in for Cheyenne B. 3:31 to go third period. 42-35, Oklahoma Wesleyan has led the whole way here. Tabor inbounds quickly to Leisler, misses a right-handed layup from point-blank range, banked it too hard. Beautiful inbounds play run there by Tabor, but the Jays couldn't get the shot to drop. It's OKWU ball. Goodwin stopped 10 feet away on the left block extended, finds a cutting Rieger from 17. Jumper left corner, in and out, too strong. But there on the follow, Goodwin, nice to her right, and banks in the right-handed layup. Back to a 9-point Oklahoma Wesleyan lead, 44-35 with 3 minutes to go third period. Ball reversal left wing to Peterson. Passes to Denniston, top the key, kicks to the right corner, Bonham's three, banks out the backboard, front rim, and off the right side to Patience Gattal in Oklahoma Wesleyan. Eagles bring the ball up the floor, set and stop jumper from the left elbow by Goodwin. Bottoms it. There's a big jump shot by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and it is back to an 11-point lead for the Eagles, 46-35 with 2:30 to go third period. Tabor basketball working from right to left. They'll zip the pass down low to the left block to Unruh. Pitch it out, top of the key to Denison. Fires the three, yes! And then she fires her fist, trying to fire up her teammates. It's back to an 8-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan, 46-38 with 2 minutes to go third period. Oklahoma Wesleyan working from left to right. Bounce pass down to Gattal, right block. Denniston comes from behind. Bats the ball out of her hands on the right block. It was last off of Denniston and Tabor. So Oklahoma Wesleyan has the ball with 17 on the shot clock. 2:02 mark, third quarter, leading by 8. They'll lob the pass to Gattal on the right block, trying to go up over Weedle. Denniston knocks the ball from her hands, loose ball on the floor, and a tie-up is called. The arrow in favor of Oklahoma Wesleyan. 13 on the shot clock. Oklahoma Wesleyan to inbound again. Rieger standing on the right baseline, lobs the pass to Goodwin on the right wing. Going against a man-to-man defense. Tabor lost the ball. Denniston with the steal. It's a foot race. Blows through her defender and scores it with the right hand. Taylor Denniston makes it a 6-point game. The steal and score for the Jays. Here is an answering three from the right wing by Hutchins, but it's airballed wide left. Ball back to Tabor. 46-40. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads it. A minute 35 to go before the fourth quarter. Denniston for Tabor has 10. I beg your pardon, she has 12. Tabor working from right to left. A chance to make it a 4-point game. They find Weedle down low in between two Eagles. A beautiful pass by Denniston and the layup. 4-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan, 46-42. Oklahoma Wesleyan working from left to right. Rise and fire Jay from the left lane from 10. Knock it down by Goodwin. She's feeling it for Oklahoma Wesleyan. She's got 10. 48-42. Oklahoma Wesleyan over Tabor. Tabor has dominated this period. They have outscored the Eagles 23-19, but then Tabor throws it away in the right corner. Hutchins a one-on-one break. Jump stop right block. Hand off to Rieger in the right corner. Knifes into the paint. Fadeaway Jay from 10 left lane line. Knocks it. Oh, Tiffany Rieger, you cannot defend that. Beautiful looking jumper. 50-42, Oklahoma Wesleyan on a 4-0 run to regain an 8-point lead. 20 seconds to go in the period. 5 seconds separate game and shot clock. Tabor ball left corner. Weedle skip pass over to Ediger. She'll tip it to Denniston on the right block. Denniston falling down. The ball's kicked around, and they call a kickball on Tabor. It goes to Oklahoma Wesleyan. Turnover by the Jays. 11.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Oklahoma Wesleyan 50, Tabor 42. Oklahoma Wesleyan rolls the ball up the floor as Goodwin picks the ball up on the Blue Jay midcourt logo. Puts the ball behind her back. Peterson knocks it from her hands. Loose ball on the floor. Goodwin runs it down 30 feet away. 2 on the clock. Ball to Goodwin, top of the key. Doesn't get a shot off at the buzzer from the top. And we will go to the fourth quarter with Oklahoma Wesleyan on top. 50-42 over Tabor. Tabor outscores Oklahoma Wesleyan by 4 in the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter with Oklahoma Wesleyan on top by 8 here on the KCAC network by Rockingham Media. They're now shooting 41% from the game. Tabor was blistering hot there in that third quarter. They outscored Oklahoma Wesleyan 25-21. But Oklahoma Wesleyan still leads by 8 going into the fourth quarter, 50-42 over the Tabor Blue Jays. This is a huge game in the KCAC. Oklahoma Wesleyan tied with Bethany and St. Mary for second place in the league at 12-7. Tabor tied for 5th place with Sterling and Kansas Wesleyan at 11-8 in the KCAC. Looking at some other KCAC scores, a big one, Bethany and St. Mary. Bethany leads by 7, 52-45. Mack all over Kansas Wesleyan, 45-28. And Sterling now is pulled in front of Friends, 58-54. Tabor ball to start the fourth quarter. Denniston fires a right corner three and soaks it. Tabor back to within 5, 50-45, with 9:30 to go in the ball game. Ediger with a near steal. It bounces right to Rieger though in the left front court, off of a referee. Goodwin in the right corner on the dribble. Lobs the pass to Gattal on the right block. Turnaround jumper from 5 mil in the paint. It rolls in. Beautiful jump shot there by Patience Gattal. Gets Oklahoma Wesleyan a 7-point lead, 52-45. Tabor fires the pass down the right block to Unruh. Banks in the runner with the right hand. Back and forth we're going here. Tabor has heated up here in the second half. They played so poorly from the offensive end of the floor in the first half. Oklahoma Wesleyan ball. Rieger sets her feet, top of the key three, wide right, rebound left. Tabor has it. The Jays have a chance to cut into this Oklahoma Wesleyan lead. Tabor ball working from our right to our left. Ediger from the left wing. Pitches it to the top of the key to Peterson. Back to Ediger on the left wing. Bounce pass down the left corner. A jumper from 15 from Weedle. Pinballs in and out, but the rebound is tipped out. And last off of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tabor has the ball and a fresh shot clock. Cheyenne Bean checks back into the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup, 52-47. Oklahoma Wesleyan has led the whole way here. 8:30 to go in the game. Tabor ball working from right to left in the white and blue. Ediger, left wing three, it's short. Runs down her own rebound in the left corner. Another fresh shot clock for Tabor. Oklahoma Wesleyan now has played defense for about a full minute. Ediger from the left corner. Thought about skipping the pass. Nothing's there. Oklahoma Wesleyan's in the 3-2 zone. Top of the key, Peterson. Driving right side the runner from 10. Banks too hard. Rebound to the left side to Tabor and a foul on a reach on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Brianna Merchant picks up the foul, her first, and the first of the period on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Sarah Short with her fouls. Checks back into the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup. Tabor basketball from the left baseline. They'll enter it in the left corner to Peterson. They'll find Ediger from the left corner three. Yes! A big triple there by Morgan Ediger. It's a 2-point game. 52-50. Oklahoma Wesleyan has led the whole way. Tabor, though, has dominated the second half. Goodwin trying to penetrate into the paint. A foul is whistled against Tabor on a reach. They'll get Tabor's Sammy Jo Peterson for impeding the progress of Danae Goodwin and Oklahoma Wesleyan. Calling a timeout, Mark Mulder of Oklahoma Wesleyan with 7:46 to go. Our score, Oklahoma Wesleyan 52, Tabor 50. We are having such a huge game here in the KCAC. Both teams fighting for KCAC postseason tournament positioning. The KCAC tournament starts in 2 weeks as Championship Monday is approaching. So that will be held right here on the KCAC network in a couple of Mondays from Hartman Arena. That's going to be on Monday, February 26th. 2 weeks from this upcoming Monday. Tabor, your defending KCAC tournament champions. They trail it, though, to Oklahoma Wesleyan 52-50. Coming out of the timeout, 7:45 left in the game. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan ball. Into the right corner, Goodwin. Gives off to Bean on the right wing. And back around the perimeter to Merchant in the left corner. Lobs the pass to Sarah Short, top of the key. Tries to penetrate right side, is stopped by Unruh. Fires the pass to Merchant. Left wing, goes up with a shot, comes back down with it. A walk is called. 7:26 to go, and Tabor has a chance to tie with the 2, take the lead with the 3. Tabor has never had the lead. Left elbow from 18 feet, Unruh's jumper halfway down and swirls out wide right. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the rebound, one and done by Tabor. Oklahoma Wesleyan ball, they'll work it around the horn. Merchant, a left corner three, that's in. Will they count the shot? They will. The bucket counts as the referee blew his whistle. And there was a foul called on Tabor on Amber Bonham on the box out. So they're counting the bucket. It's not a shooting foul though, and Tabor gets the ball back. Or excuse me, Oklahoma Wesleyan keeps the ball after the made 3. It's already a 3-point possession. Sarah Short with the basketball on the right block. 20 on the shot clock, goes out to Bean, shovel pass underneath to a wide open, short with the right-handed layup. That is a 5-point possession by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and it's 57-50. The Eagles with a huge possession with 6:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Tabor basketball and working from right to left. They'll work it to the left wing. Pass the ball down to Unruh, trying to circle the wagons underneath the bucket, then steps out of bounds on the baseline. Tabor got the game to within 2 and had the ball. The shot did not drop. Oklahoma Wesleyan had a 5-point possession after that. They now lead it 57-52. 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma Wesleyan ball and working from our left to our right. Hutchins with the basketball, drives down left side, swings it out to the top of the key, and before a shot, a foul is called, a moving screen called on Oklahoma Wesleyan. See, third personal foul on Sarah Short. Second against Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tabor ball. So working from right to left. Unruh top the key, reverses it to Ediger on the right wing. 7-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ediger from the right corner gets doubled. Dribbles to the top. She'll try and fire it past the right elbow. Throws it right to Merchant. And a turnover by Tabor. The ball back to Oklahoma Wesleyan now. Under 5:45 to go in the ball game. But Tabor gets a steal. Ediger with the steal. One-on-one break. Ediger to the cup. Her runner banks hard on the backboard. She got fouled on a hard foul by Mary Hutchins of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ediger headed to the line for 2 free throws. That's the third team foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan. First on Hutchins. She fouled Ediger hard, made sure Ediger would not make the layup. Ediger at the line. Her first free throw is in. A 76% foul shooter for Tabor. That is her first free throw make of the game. She's 1 of 2, make her 2 of 3. She calmly knocks in both. Back to a 5-point Eagle lead. 57-52 over the Tabor Lady Blue Jays. Oklahoma Wesleyan ball into the left front court, waist high dribble with the basketball. Bean puts it behind her back, drives down left side, pitches left corner to Goodwin and around to Hutchins, stop the key, penetrates right side around a couple of Jays as the screen was set by Short, and it allows Hutchins to get to the rim with an easy right-handed layup. 59-52. Tabor trails by 7. They'll fire a left wing 3 with Dennison. Swish! Dennison with a big 3-point make. It's back to a 4-point game. 59-55. Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Short from the right block, extended. Has the ball poked away. Loose ball on the floor. Oklahoma Wesleyan gets it. Bean top the key. Dribbling in the lane. Pitches the Merchant left corner. Back to Bean on the left wing. Into Short. A long 2 from the top of the key. It's off the front iron. And the rebound to Denniston and Tabor. 4:30 to go in the ball game. 59-55. Oklahoma Wesleyan on top. Tabor won this game in Bartlesville 62-61 earlier in the year. Oklahoma Wesleyan looking for revenge. In the right corner. Here comes Ediger in the lane. Pitches to Leisler. Top of the key 3. Money! Three's knocked in. Ediger the assist. Leisler a huge 3. It's a 1-point game. Closest Tabor has been. Into the paint, a runner from 5. Goodwin shot. Won't drop. It's short. Tabor with the rebound. And the Jays have a chance to take the lead. 3:55 to go. 59-58. Oklahoma Wesleyan by 1. Tabor with the ball. 14 on the shot clock. Ediger dribbles left and gets fouled on the reach. The 4th on Oklahoma Wesleyan. And it is the 4th personal on Sarah Short. He's coming into the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup. Tiffany Rieger, after a short break on the bench. Sarah Padukovic also in the lineup for the Eagles. Ediger inbound. She'll fire it off to Weedle at the top and give it off in between the rings here, working Denniston. Ediger on the left wing, fires it to the left elbow to Weedle. Down to the right wing it goes to Peterson to the right corner. Denniston skips it past Ediger. Left wing, plenty of time for Tabor. They'll reverse it to Denniston. Right wing, pull up Jay from 10. Halfway down and pinballs out wide right. The rebound goes to Oklahoma Wesleyan. 1 point lead for the Eagles. Bring the ball up the floor with the basketball, Goodwin. For Oklahoma Wesleyan, 3:10 to go. Hutchins top the key. Off to Rieger on the left wing. She's been quiet lately. Hadugovic on the right wing gives it to Goodwin. Pull up Jay from 15. Back iron. Front iron once. Goes right to Oklahoma Wesleyan on the rebound to Hadugovic. She gets fouled. On the putback, 2 free throws coming for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They're saying this foul was not in the act of shooting. It was on the floor. The foul is on Kristen Weedle. It's her first. Third on Tabor. Inbounding Oklahoma Wesleyan, a fresh shot clock. Hadugovic gets the ball, middle of the paint, raging to her right, scoops it, scores it, banks it in. 3 point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan, 61-58, with 2:45 to go. Huge possession for the Blue Jays. Tabor needs a bucket. Ediger from the left corner. Fires the pass off to Denniston, top the key now to Ediger in that left corner. Approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down to Leisler in the cut as Weedle fights her on the left block as Leisler banks it in with the left-handed layup. 61-60. Back to a 1 point. Oklahoma Wesleyan lead. 2:15 to go. Hutchins dribbling on the left elbow. Spins around to her left. Scooper with the left hand. Banks in. What a play by Mary Hutchins. 63-60. Back and forth we go here in the waning moments. 2 minutes to go. Tabor trails by a field goal. Ediger from the right wing received a chest pass. Works it back to Denniston on the top of the key. Drives. Kicks to Ediger. Top of the key 3. Front iron. Backboard and off. Oklahoma Wesleyan rebounds it. Eagles have a chance to build their lead. 1:40 to go in the ballgame. Ball behind the back of Bean. She'll lob it inside. Picked off by Morgan Ediger on the right block. 63-60. Ediger into the paint. Runs into an Eagle. A running shot is short, but a blocking foul called on Cheyenne Bean. 2 free throws for Tabor. 90 seconds to go in the game. Big free throws here for Morgan Ediger. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Ediger with 11. First free throw, money. 1:30 to go. 63-61. This to make it a 1 point game for Tabor. Second free throw, that's it. Sean Reed calls the timeout with 1:30 to go. What a ball game we got. Don't go anywhere. Oklahoma Wesleyan 63, Tabor 62. This is the KCAC Network by Rockingham Media. Surged in front of Bethany in a huge game between 2 teams, tied with Oklahoma Wesleyan for second. 7.5 minutes to go in that one in Lindsborg. St. Mary has a 62-58 lead over the Bethany Swedes. McPherson is all over Kansas Wesleyan, 56-44, with 4.5 minutes to go in that game. In Wichita, Friends has surged back out in front of Sterling. 68-65 with 7 minutes to go there. Here in Hillsboro, Tabor trails by 1, 63-62 with 1:30 to go. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan ball. They're working from our left to our right. What is a huge game for both teams. Bringing the ball up the floor, it's Cheyenne Bean for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Dribbles to her left, swings it off to Rieger, who's been quiet. here in the fourth quarter. Hutchins gets the ball top the key. Tabor in the man-to-man defense. Bean in that left corner. Dribbles into the paint, gives it off to Rieger, 8 on the shot clock, goes around a double screen, fade away from the left lane, knocks it in from 5 feet. Rieger soaks the shot. That is a huge make by Tiffany Rieger. And that puts Oklahoma Wesleyan back out on top by 3. 65-62 with 49 seconds to go. Denniston top the key, works over to Edgar in the left corner to Leisler, left wing 3, ties the game! Leisler ties it up with the 3. 65 apiece. 35 seconds to go. First tie of the game. Oklahoma Wesleyan led by 13 after 1. Tabor has dominated the second. 11 seconds separate shot and game clock. Backdoor bounce pass. Looking for Rieger. It's bobbled around. Last up of Tabor out of bounds on the right baseline. Oklahoma Wesleyan has the ball. 9 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Rieger inbounding right baseline. She'll fire the pass to Bean on the left wing, dribble to the high post, pitch it off to Goodwin, right wing. That gives Oklahoma Wesleyan the lead with 14.8 seconds to go. Bean hits a huge, I beg your pardon, Goodwin hits a huge 3. That is Danae Goodwin's 13th point on the game. And a timeout is called by Sean Reed again. 68-65, Oklahoma Wesleyan leads Tabor. 14.8 seconds to go. We'll take another timeout here on the KCAC Network. In the fourth quarter, it's 68-65. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Danae Goodwin just hit a huge 3 to put the Eagles back out on top by 3 points. Tabor ball coming out of the timeout. And with timeouts here in women's basketball, Tabor can advance the ball into the front court. They'll have it with Morgan Edgar inbounding on the left sideline. Passes to the top the key to Denniston. Goes around a screen, down the right side, dribble handoff to Leisler. Coming around a double screen, top the key 3 to tie. Off the back iron, fight for the rebound, loose ball on the floor. The possession arrow in favor of Oklahoma Wesleyan with 4.6 seconds to go in the game. Is taking a timeout now here is Mark Mulder of Oklahoma Wesleyan. He'll now push it into the front court here for Oklahoma Wesleyan with 4.6 seconds to go in the ball game. And we'll use another timeout. 68-65, Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to hang on for a huge road win over Tabor. 4.6 seconds to go in the game here on the KCAC Network. Shot of the year for the Eagles. In a tie game at 65 apiece, she soaked a right wing 3 to give Oklahoma Wesleyan a 68-65 lead. Tabor's return 3 by Christian Leisler was too long, and now Oklahoma Wesleyan has the ball. 4.6 seconds to go in the game, leading by 3. They're in the left, or in the right front court. Rieger to trigger the ball in from the left sideline. Doesn't see anything, so she'll call a timeout. There was not much to do for her, so it's a 30-second timeout called here by Oklahoma Wesleyan. As we'll now update you here on some scores from around the KCAC as we are watching that game in Lindsborg very closely between St. Mary and Bethany. Both teams tied for second in the KCAC. Bethany now has surged on top, 66-64 over the Spires. Boy, is that going to be a fun one to watch down the stretch. Coming out of the timeout, Oklahoma Wesleyan has the basketball in a 3-point lead, 68-65. Eagles inbounding in front of the left sideline in front of the Tabor fans. Rieger to do the honors. 4.6 seconds to go. Pass is inbounded, tipped away by Tabor and knocked out of bounds. Nearly stolen by Sammy Jo Peterson, but she was the last to touch it. Oklahoma Wesleyan has 3.5 seconds to go. They'll inbound with Rieger. 68-65 lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. A lob pass will find Bean. She's dribbling around. 1 second. Tabor can't get to her. They run out the clock. Oklahoma Wesleyan wins it on the road. The Eagles come into Hillsboro, get a big lead, and hang on for their dear lives to beat Tabor on the road, 68-65. A huge win for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. Oklahoma Wesleyan will remain in second place. They're 13-7 in the KCAC, 19-9 overall. Tabor drops to 11-9 in KCAC play, 14-12 this season. We'll take a timeout and come back with the post-game